press on no matter what. I felt that it was important to make this video in light of the results of the primary elections last Tuesday with the 5 East Coast states. Now, I've scripted this for expedience, so this could be more efficient. Donald Trump swept those East Coast states. I'm here today to encourage believers in Jesus Christ to press on no matter what. And it is okay as Christians to talk about politics. We are supposed to be involved in electing our government officials. We're supposed to speak up when governmental actions that oppose our core values as a nation, as Christians. And we do this nonviolently. So we must press on to the high calling of Jesus Christ. Ted Cruz is a principled conservative and a strong believer in Jesus Christ. He has proven himself as a U.S. Senator, and he will fight for religious freedom. Whether he wins or loses, as believers, we must pray. We must stand firm and let nothing move us. Because if he wins, which I pray that he does, we would have a righteous leader used by God. There were leaders in the Old Testament days like Hezekiah, Jehoshaphat, Asa. These rulers were protected and prospered by God when they were obedient to him and his word. Yahweh lifted them up. I'm not telling you to vote for Ted Cruz. You're either going to vote for him or you're not. What I am saying is we must stand firm in our faith, because next week will be a decisive time in Indiana. If Ted Cruz wins, the momentum could shift his way and result in a contested convention where he may do very well. So, as we move on here, I want to talk about, without stating the obvious reasons why, Donald Trump would be a disastrous choice for this country. He has constantly spoken from both sides of his mouth. Also, this country cannot bear to be weakened further by a Hillary Clinton. That would be 4 more years of Barack Obama on steroids. We must press on. We must press on believing that if Ted Cruz loses the nomination and someone else becomes president of the United States, that the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our Redeemer, is still on the throne, and what we do in this life matters. I've done these videos before under situations similar, but this time we have a man who could lead this country, who would support Israel and appoint God-fearing justices to the Supreme Court. You might say, Steve, I think this country, the United States of America, is done. And you know, even if we are done, we're still going to have to live this life, won't we? So my encouragement to you today is to hold fast to God, pray, vote, and take your position as a believer. These are the last days of our lives, and also of the world. How many more days are we going to live? And we know this because of the prophetic things that have taken, are taking, and will take place. Stand firm for righteousness, for God, for Jesus, and let nothing move you. Press on, regardless of what happens next Tuesday. Yes, it would be disappointing if Ted Cruz loses, and we will have to alter our lives as believers and Americans. So what does this mean to press on? I'd like to read a list of what I think it means to press on in light of what's going on these days. Number 1, work out your salvation with fear and trembling. Examine your relationship with the Lord. Number 2, don't give in to fear or worry. God has you in His hands. You belong to Him. Number 3, stay focused on Jesus. Keep fighting the good fight, no matter what. Contend for the faith. Pray without ceasing. Ask God for guidance in everything you do. Stay in the Word daily. Fellowship with like-minded believers. Stay involved, promoting godly values. Be prepared spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. As I mentioned, stay focused and keep your eyes on Him. Don't give up. That's important, that we don't give up. The load may be heavy, but we are not to give up. Be prepared to die for Christ. Encourage others to press on. Listen to the sermon titled, "It's a Costly Thing to Follow Jesus" by Dr. Michael Brown, and I'll post his links below. And check out his website. He's all about pressing on, no matter what. Read my newsletter, "Do You Love Me More Than These?" That's talking about Jesus. It's Him talking to us. And that, I will post that link also. So I'll probably put scriptures on a separate video dealing with pressing on no matter what. But for now, I appreciate you listening, watching this video, and I encourage you to press on no matter what. God bless you. God bless you.